Right, welcome back everybody. So we're going to do some PNF today. So I've got a chair handy so I can take my weight on it. Some of you guys might want to use a chair. You could use the corner of your sofa. You can put your hands on the floor. It's really down to you, your level of flexibility. And for that, I'm going to keep my socks on because I actually want my feet to slide a little bit on the carpet just for that little bit extra challenge when you do your relax and it just slides a little bit further. We've also got a spectator today. I've given them an iPad, headphones and some cheese. So I hopefully won't get mauled to death or upstaged or both. So we'll just do some hip circles first of all. Get going. Let me just tilt that a wee shade to begin with. There we go. So just get these hips moving a wee bit. Long socks and shorts, always a great look. And then change direction. And then change again. And then lifting those knees. So we're just going to alternate like we're marching on this spot. So because we're going to do that PNF, that heavier contract relax protocol, we want to make sure the tissue's a bit more warmed up today. So we're going to go into it a bit more aggressively this afternoon now. And then we're going to change that to just a straight leg raise. Hip flexors should be burning. A little bit of stretching the hamstrings. Good, and then we're going to hip hinge. And then we're going to do some body weight squats. So feet, comfortable distance. Toes, wherever you're comfortable. I like having my hands out in front. It helps me counterbalance.
You're doing your class?
I'm doing my class.
In my home?
In your home?
Yeah.
Yeah. You watching your iPad? I'm not counting, that's on purpose. I'm just going to go until my legs feel really, really stingy and tired. I want to get them well warmed up. I also just want to be able to increase that range of movement a bit. Get my heart rate elevated a little bit. So there's joint mobility stuff at the beginning. Could call this conditioning, but we're just using it as a little bit of warm up. Really quick, effective way to get that heart rate up. And get my minds are starting to tingle now, so that means we're just getting in the right area. Cool. Straight into a frog. This is your recovery. As well as a quick bit of mobility for the hips. So hands up or on your elbows, explore and try to get into those tight little areas. Taking one leg out to the side. Get a nice stretch into the adductors and into the hamstrings, as well as mobilize that hip joint a little bit. Keep breathing. Nice long exhale. Change sides. Great. Standing back up again. A few more of those bodyweight squats. Should feel really nice and free. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into that frog. I bet you guys were worried there in case we're going to do like an R50 again. So what we're going to do is get nice and wide, get your knees as wide as you can, and we're going to just do a gentle pinch into the floor with our feet and our knees. Holding that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax and breathe. Great. Take one leg out, doesn't matter which one. And then pushing that foot into the floor, pinching it with our knee. Holding that for 10, just gentle. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. So these are just the releases first. I always like to do releases, ideally, change sides, before I do my PNF, so that I'm not having to release it as much during it, and I just get a bit more out of it. And then squeezing in. The other thing is, this is easier and gentler and kinder, and it's just nice to do that to kind of warm up before we do the heavier one. That's about 10 seconds, and relax. See if you can get to just ease off a wee bit. Cool. Standing back up again. 10 bodyweight squats. 10, 9, 8. That should feel really free. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right, we're jumping into the PNF. So grab your chair or onto the floor or the sofa, however you want to do it. I like to change it up. Sometimes I'll do it with my hands on the floor and I'll be more in like a 90-degree position, so I'm actually in hip flexion. And then sometimes I like to do it, I'll do it right in front of the camera, and I'm trying to reduce the hip flexion as much as I can and keep my body sort of in alignment. Typically, the lower you go, you will start folding over a wee bit. It's just going to work different muscles. It's not right or wrong. So find the one that you want to do. I'm going to start at the top and try and finish on the floor. So I'll be straight to begin with and a little bit of hip flexion towards the end. Okay, so get into ready position. Keeping the body in alignment if you're doing this one. Don't go maximum yet, just go out pretty far. And let's squeeze. Hold that hard for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Let it sink out. Okay, and again, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And then squeeze again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Just hold it there. Great job. Come on out of it. Quick shake of the legs. 10 body weight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back in. So your first set this time should be probably halfway between your second and third set. So maybe not all the way out, but you're pretty far out. Okay, and squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe, relax. Try and get lower. Should be able to get lower, maybe even where you were at 3 on the first set. Squeeze again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. And squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. And come on out of it. Oh, it's not easy to get out of that. If you're making noises, brilliant. If you're doing this funny wee dance, you're doing it right. Right, some body weight squats again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go off the floor on this one. So this is why I'm wearing the socks. It lets my feet slide. My feet tend to grip the carpet just a little bit more. So slightly different position. I'm going to be more hip flexion, bent over. I'm going to try and get down to just a bit where I was for that last one to start with. This is the third and final set, guys. So 3 sets of 10. We're going to go deep. So get it out there to wherever you feel good. Okay, squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it if you can. Okay, then come on out of it. Oh, that was easy to fall back. That was maxed out for me. Let's do a little straddle. I'm all done, Jax. Oh, you're all done. He's all done with his snacks and all done with the stretching. So I'm going to sit and straddle now. That was kind of emotional. If you're not absolutely maxed out, that's fine, but it's an opportunity to go into it pretty far and then get that position. And we'll just do a wee static passive just to finish up. Don't worry about flicking that on the floor. Oh, so I was getting a massive stretch reflex there. I was up to about a 7 or 8 initially when I sat down. It's easing off now. Heart rate's high. Yeah, it's beating pretty quick, just from the exertion. So you can work as hard as you want on that. Three sets of 10 times 3, so it's plenty. I feel my feet are actually getting pulled in as the stretch reflex is so high at the minute. My feet are just really subtly getting pulled in. So I'm going to bring them in. I'm going to give them a little bit of a chance to recover. Back into that position. Feels weird having socks on now with shorts, so whip them off for a second. Let's go a wee bit wider. Unmute you guys as well. We can just chat while we're doing our stretch at the end. So there we go. How's everybody feeling?
Good.
Excellent. Well done. Did everybody manage to push themselves appropriately?
Think so.
Just as hard as you can go.
I think my body starts panicking when I slide. I kind of cope with that part.
So was mine. Did you see me collapsing at the end?
Yeah. It's kind of like, oh, no, I can't do that. I think it's more in my head than anything else.
Obviously you want to not overdo it, and you finish your juice too. You know, ease into it, and it's one of those things. The more times you've done it, the more confident you get, if you like, that you hold it comfortably. It's kind of difficult at that end range to squeeze with 100% anyway. And I think it definitely takes a bit of practice. Doing it to be able to know that you're not going to explode. So that now for me is totally relaxed off. That's the stretch reflex completely gone. Sit forward, just increase it again. So I'm back up to like maybe a 5, maybe a 6 at the minute. One of the things I like about doing this stretch is once it eases off, you can kind of just like caterpillar your fingers and your hands in, and it gives you, I don't know, it just gives me encouragement that it's progressing and I'm moving forwards.
I think I've hit a plateau with stretching. I just don't seem to get any more.
Yeah, I think there was about 6 weeks ago, I just came out of a plateau that had lasted easily 2 months, maybe even 10 weeks. You know, I mentioned it a few times. You know, it happens. It happens with anything. You know, your general fitness, your strength, conditioning, and as much as it's frustrating because we want to have constant progress, that is your body going, we need to consolidate. We need to totally own this before we're going to be comfortable. But what you can't do is go, well, I just won't do it for 6 weeks. It just needs constant practice. Okay, you're on a plateau, but it just really ingrains it. And we kind of refer to that as like being able to own it. So it should mean that it's easier to get in and out of those positions and all the rest of it.
I think I've been on the same plateau for the last 5 years.
Oh, I've come out of that. A bit uncomfortable there towards the end.